Hey everybody, thank you for watching the video here. I just wanted to give you a guide for surviving Ewok Hunt, which is a mode in Battlefront 2. Now, the first thing that you'll notice is that I'm just running around with a blaster and a flashlight attached to it. Now, the flashlight only lasts for about 30 seconds. After that, it will need to be recharged. So my first recommendation is that you get a upgraded blaster. These are going to be located in gun cases, and they are just located throughout the map. Once you find them, memorize where they're at, because the next time they'll be in the exact same spot. So here's an example here. I'm just going to pick up this upgraded blaster. Now with the upgraded one, my flashlight will not run out. It does not need to be recharged, and I'll also get a grenade that I can use. And after you get that, my next piece of advice would be to activate a transmission signal, which they kind of look like this here, and they'll have like a radio type device in there. Once you activate that, the transport will arrive a bit quicker. You don't have to do it, but if you're able to, I highly recommend it. And so throughout the mode, you just want to be aware, looking around for Ewoks, because they can be a bit tricky. Like right here, they threw, I call them like fireflies. They're like these damaging balls of fire that will lower your HP. Now, just to give you some insight on the Ewok abilities, they have the firefly thing that I just described there. They also have a horn that they can blow to kind of scare you or just signal to their allies. And they also have a instinct ability that will highlight their allies in blue and highlight the stormtroopers in red. So they will have a much easier time finding you than you will of finding them. So just be aware of that there. Now, another thing that you need to have in this mode is just an overall good game sense on how to survive. Now, you will be hunted and attacked by Ewoks, and you will be fighting alongside some fellow stormtroopers here. So you just kind of have to test the lobby and figure out whether it's better to stay with these guys or to go off on your own. I've been in lobbies where they all just huddled together and were all killed one by one, and that wasn't very good. But I've been in others when we all stuck together and did a good job fighting off the Ewoks. So just kind of test the lobby and figure out what your best plan would be. And another thing that you need to be aware of in this mode is there are these traps that the Ewoks can set. And they kind of just look like a rope that's tied from like one tree to another. Now, do not run across these, go around them, because if you run across them, they will lower your HP quite considerably. It's usually like 100 HP that it'll take away. So do not run across them. And it's another reason why I recommend not running around with your flashlight off, because it's so easy to run into those. And another thing is that when you are fighting the Ewoks while you're waiting for that transport to arrive, just be sure to really listen to hear them approaching you. They can be quite easy to just hear as they're approaching. And make sure you're using your blaster and using your grenade to kind of fend them off. And also working with your fellow teammates just to survive. And my final piece of advice is that when you see the announcement that the extraction area has been located, that means that the transport is coming in. You want to get there as fast as you possibly can, because this is the only way that you're going to escape and win in this mode. So as you can see, me and my fellow stormtroopers here are just booking as fast as we can to get to this location. And it is marked with a red flare here. Now, this is the part where it can be a bit tricky, because all of the Ewoks are going to be moving in and trying to kill you right before the game ends. So most of the time, you just want to kind of form a circle use your blaster, use your grenades, just start taking out all the oncoming Ewoks and help each other to survive. This is especially important because it is really hard to do this on your own here. You need to have some fellow teammates. Now, once the transport lands, you kind of just want to stand by the ramp that was let down, and after several seconds of standing there, you will automatically board the shuttle. And once you're aboard the shuttle, you officially survived and made it to the end of the mode. If there's anything that I forgot to mention, please go ahead and just drop a suggestion down in the comments for others to see. If you made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing to my channel, and with that, I will see you guys in the next one.